Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about a very small coin that could be worth a lot of money. It's the 1998 5 pence coin from the United Kingdom. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that's only worth 5 pence could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars if it has the right features. In fact, some rare versions of this coin have sold for as much as $5,000. So if you've got one of these lying around at home, you might be in for a big surprise. Let's start by talking a little bit about the history of the 5 pence coin. The 5p was first introduced in the UK in the year 1968. This was before the UK officially moved to decimal currency in 1971. Back then, the 5p coin was the same size and value as the old 1 shilling coin. It was made of a metal called copper-nickel, which is a mix of copper and nickel. This version of the coin was bigger and heavier than the 5p coins we use today. Then, in 1990, the Royal Mint decided to make the 5p coin smaller and lighter. This was to save on production costs and to make coins easier to carry. So, from 1990 onwards, a new, smaller 5p coin was introduced. The 1998 version of the 5p coin that we're talking about today is this smaller version. It weighs just 3.25 grams and has a diameter of 18 millimeters. It's made from the same copper-nickel metal, and it feels very light and smooth in your hand. Now let's talk about the design of the 1998 5p coin. On the front of the coin, you'll see a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This version of her portrait was created by an artist named Raphael Maklauf. In this design, the Queen is wearing a royal crown called the diadem, and the image shows her in a graceful and elegant way. Around the portrait, you'll see the words, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, and the year, 1998. These letters stand for the Latin phrase, De gratia regina fidei defensor, which means, by the grace of God, Queen, defender of the faith. On the back of the coin, you'll find a very detailed picture of a plant called a thistle. The thistle is the national flower of Scotland, and it's topped with a crown. This design was made by Christopher Ironside, a well-known coin designer. It's a very simple but elegant design, and it has been used on many 5p coins over the years. So far, nothing seems too special about this coin, right? But here's where things get exciting. Some 1998 5p coins were made with rare mistakes. These mistakes, called mint errors, happened at the Royal Mint during the coin-making process. While most coins are made perfectly, every once in a while, something goes wrong, and a coin gets released with a strange feature. Collectors love these error coins because they are rare, and rare things usually have more value. That's why some of these coins are now worth big money. One of the most common valuable errors is called an off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not lined up properly during the stamping process. The result is that part of the design is pushed to one side or cut off. If you find a 1998 5p coin with an off-center strike, it could be worth hundreds of dollars, depending on how large the error is. Another rare error is called a double strike. This happens when the coin is stamped more than once by the machine, but the second strike is slightly off from the first one. This creates a strange shadow or ghost image on the coin. These types of errors are easy to spot if you look closely, and collectors are often willing to pay a lot for them. There's also something called a wrong planchet error. A planchet is the blank piece of metal used to make a coin. Sometimes, the wrong size or type of planchet is used, and the result is a coin that looks very strange. For example, a 5p design might be stamped on a 1p coin blank or even on the blank of a coin from another country. If you ever find a 1998 5p coin that feels too heavy or too light, or looks like a different color, you might have one of these rare errors. These are extremely valuable and can sell for anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000. Another error to look out for is called die rotation. Normally, when you flip a coin from top to bottom, the back of the coin should be facing upright. But if it's upside down or sideways, that means the dies were not aligned properly. This is a die rotation error, and while it's not super rare, it's still valuable to collectors. So how do you know if your 1998 5p coin is rare or valuable? First, check the year. Make sure it's definitely from 1998. Then look closely at both sides of the coin. Use a magnifying glass if you have one. Look for anything unusual like off-center designs, double images, or strange coloring. Also, try weighing the coin. A normal 1998 5p should weigh exactly 3.25 grams. If it's more or less, you could be looking at a wrong planchet error. And finally, compare your coin with other 5p coins to see if it looks or feels different. If you think you have a rare error coin, the best thing to do is take some clear photos and show them to a coin expert or post them in an online coin collectors group. There are many friendly and helpful people in the coin collecting world who can give you advice. You could also take your coin to a coin shop or a coin show and ask for a free opinion. Now, if your 1998 5p coin is completely normal with no errors, it's still a nice coin to keep, especially if it's in great condition. But it's not going to be worth more than its face value, which is just 5 pence, or around 6 or 7 cents in US dollars. But if it has one of those special errors, you might be looking at a coin worth $100, $500, or even up to $5,000. Coins are more than just money. They are little pieces of history. They tell stories about countries, people, and important events. That's why so many people around the world enjoy collecting them. It's a fun hobby, and sometimes it can also be a way to make some extra cash. So, the next time you get change at the store or go through an old jar of coins at home, take a closer look. That small 1998 5p coin might just be a hidden treasure. You never know what you'll find. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. And if you've ever found a rare coin or have a cool coin story, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear all about it. See you next time, and happy coin hunting.